We'll be talking today. Don't worry about us. We'll wedge our message in the crack. We'll be talking to you about the path of least resistance. We'll be talking to you about the law of attraction that manages all vibrational frequencies. We'll be talking about your emotional guidance system and your ability to focus. And most of all, we'll be talking about momentum, which is the same word as law of attraction, because whatever you're giving your attention to, law of attraction is responding to, which is causing an increase in whatever you're giving your attention to, which is what momentum is. When you sort of want something, there's some momentum, not much. And when you sort of don't believe it, there's sort of opposing momentum. So you've got a little wobble going on here. You want it, but you want it, but you want it, but you want it, but you want it, but. No big deal. But when you really want something that you really don't expect, you've got a big time wobble going on. In other words, that feels awful. That feels terrible to you. Someone said to us the other day, Abraham, how does one get rid of doubt? And we said, you do it before it starts. The maybe most unsatisfying answer that we've ever given to anyone. It's like, oh, this hurts. Well, don't do it anymore. But we really want you to hear that, because it's easier for you to control your wobble in the early stages. Law of attraction is responding to you right here, right now. So if you want it but you doubt it, there's a wobble going on. And if you keep focusing upon what you want and you keep maintaining the same doubt, and sometimes you do, you say to your friends, you've got that dialogue going, why is this taking so long? Why is that person getting that thing that I want? Where's mine? Why is it taking so long for it to come to me? And we say, you're asking and doubting, you're wobbling, because you're introducing contradictory vibrations, because every subject is really two subjects, wanted and absence of it. So you got to clean up your vibration. You got to clean up your perspective. You got to stop the wobble. But don't wait until you're wobbling so much that you're knocking bridges down with it. Stop it in the early subtle stages. And that's why we want you to know that when you slumber, your point of attraction ceases. While you're asleep, your wobble stops. And when you awaken, you can begin by focusing on things that don't wobble. So Esther, she hears us and she believes us. And everything that we encourage in terms of processes, she does. So she gets hold of this wobble thought. And she heard us say, wake up in the morning, you're not wobbling. See how far you can get until you start wobbling. 10 seconds. Because the tendency is to wake up and remember what the worst thing was that happened yesterday, or what are the problems that I have to deal with. She sat sort of forgetting everything that she had ever learned from us the other day in the middle of trying to make a decision about something, and actually wrote a pro and con list. And about 3 minutes into it, her brain froze up. She could hardly see the words on the page. Her hand was like a claw. She could hardly hold the pen. As she realized she was deliberately introducing wobble into her own experience. Well, this is a good thing about it, but this is a bad thing about it. And this is a good thing about it, and this is a bad thing about it. And we said, talk about deliberate wobble. Your human rational mind says, no, this is the way we figure things out. We say, no, this is the way you wobble. This is the way you prevent clarity from ever coming. Just weigh the pros and the cons and the pluses and the minuses and everything. Just be the most objective person on the planet, and you will wobble till the end of your days here. You see. What you want to do is think about what you want, and think about what you want in ways that feel good when you think about what you want. Because when you think about what you want and you feel good as you think about what you want, you are thinking good about what you want in the same way that we are thinking good about the way you want, and there's no wobble between you and your source. And that's the wobble you want to take care of. Not the one between all the other parents who are practicing all the other parenting skills. Not the one between all the other scientists or all the other religions that are sorting things out. The only wobble that you got to deal with is your own personal vibrational wobble. Because when it isn't there, you've got clarity. And when you've got clarity, you're tuned in, tapped in, turned on. You are guided. You are in tune with infinite intelligence. And your impulses, your feelings, those urges will come from that clear place. And if you've been listening to us for a while, you have heard us say that one who is connected to who you really are is more powerful than millions who are not, you see. That's where you hook up with that energy that creates worlds. That's how you become the receiver of the ideas. And more important, that's how you become the receiver of feeling good now. So your mood moves around a bit from eagerness to love to appreciation to true passion and empowerment to a feeling of invincibility. But you feel steady, you feel sure, you feel solid on your path. Feels good to feel good, doesn't it? So Esther, wanting to check her wobble early in the day, because she really heard us when we said, stop doubt before it starts, because once you've got doubt going, that's a big wobble. And it's hard to stop that wobble once law of attraction has got hold of both aspects of that. And so she began writing, and she was thinking, all right, what things are wobble free for me? Well, there are so many. She was in California at the time, looking out the window at beautiful gardens. And she just focused on a flower, and she thought, there's no wobble there. Look at that beautiful thing. And then she thought about how many flowers are there, how many flowers are on the planet, how much beauty there is, how much beauty in nature there is. Still no wobble. She got thinking about the water in the sprinkling system that takes care of her gardens. No wobble there. She got thinking about the municipal water systems. Such appreciation she feels about all of that. No wobble there. She got thinking about the earth spinning in its orbit and the sun coming up every morning. Nothing for her to do anything about, and no wobble there. Then she got focused upon things like the FedEx truck. The FedEx truck that's going to bring her stuff today. No wobble there. He's going to put it in that box. She's going to go out, and there it's going to be. She just called Amazon yesterday. No wobble there. So much. And before she knew it, she was moving in such a momentum of appreciation of the technology of the planet, of things like websites, of the access that you all have to so many beautiful things, to the restaurants and the restaurant owners and the hotels and the hotel owners and the technology. She could have sat there, it felt to her, all day long and not had a wobble, because she began in this stable place. For years, she's thought about the treehouse. No wobble there. Well, there is a little wobble because it's 30 feet. You'll see the treehouse. Don't get too many of you in, it'll wobble. She thinks about grandchildren. She thinks about friends. She thinks about all of you. She thinks about us. In other words, don't you have so many subjects that you have no wobble? And if we can convince you that if you will just begin every day wobble free, that law of attraction will take you at your wobble freeness and will amplify the vibration of your being. And before you know it, you will have a clear, pure, and therefore powerful vibrational momentum going, which is what your point of attraction is. Your point of attraction, that's everything. Your point of attraction, you're emanating a signal and your signal's being matched. And as that signal is being matched that you are emanating, that's what your life is. So since you've got control of your wobble, you've got control of your signal, you've got control of everything that comes back to you. You've got control of your perception of everything, which means you can live happily ever after. Now we know you're nosy. You want to stick your nose in where it doesn't belong. You've been trained to be objective, and you've got cable news on your television. And so you have access to all kinds of information. But what Esther has come to know, what she has proven to herself, is that those cable news networks, they are doing the exact opposite of what she's doing. She's trying to be wobble free, and they are looking for the biggest wobble on the planet. They're looking for the biggest wobble, and they're bringing it right into your living room, and they're dramatizing it with music. So you sort of kind of have to decide. Do you want to be in your own power, or you just want to wobble around? You want to just sort of stumble into things? Do you want to be deliberate in the vibration that you offer, and therefore be the deliberate creator of your own reality? Or do you want to be someone who just observes with no attention and no caring and no deliberate working on focusing, and therefore be a creator by default? Most everybody you know is a creator by default, because most people, their point of attraction is because of what they are observing, and they are observing all over the place. But what you'll begin to notice is, as you begin to observe purposefully, law of attraction will bring you more of that. We said to Esther the other day, been talking about it to some of you as well, that you talk about unconditional love, but it's a rare one of you who lives it, because you're so aware of conditions. And so the conditions that you're observing are the reason that you're offering the vibration that you are. And because you are not yet practiced in offering your attention to things that don't wobble, you give your attention to this and to that and to that and to that and to that and to that. So you're living a very conditional love. When you see something that makes you feel good, you feel good. But when you see something that makes you feel bad, you feel bad. But you don't seem yet quite to have control over what you give your attention to. And it's because you're waiting too long. You're letting the wobble get going too much before you decide to be deliberate. And then it's harder. We've written many books, and there are processes in all of them. And all of those processes are to help you to control your vibrational frequency. But now we're talking about the wobble, and now you're dealing with the wobble at the early subtle stages. It's going to go easier for you. Do you know that you create your own reality? Do you believe that you are a vibrational being emitting a signal? Do you believe that law of attraction is responding to the signal that you're emitting? Do you understand that the life that you're living is because of the signal that you're emitting? Do you understand that you have the ability to feel good just because you want to? Do you understand what a manifestation is? A manifestation, from our point of view, is what comes after your vibrational offering. So let's say you're deliberately looking for thoughts that feel good, and you are accomplishing that. You're 10 or 15 or 20 minutes into the day, and you're still feeling good. Feeling good. Now, wobble free. That far into the day, you've got a really good start on this day. And now, thoughts are going to occur to you, and they're going to be wobble-free too. Those wobble-free thoughts that are about a larger variety are manifestations of your earlier wobble-free thoughts. You see what we're getting at? Ideas that come to you are manifestations. Rendezvous with other people are manifestations. Of course, your possessions, all the things that you find and buy. Your see it, hear it, smell it, taste it, touch it. That's your manifestational world. Your perceiving of those things through those vibrational interpretations. But when you begin deliberately creating at an emotional, vibrational level, deliberately, then everything that you're seeing and hearing and smelling and tasting and touching will match the intentions that you have set forth. So, best description we've given you so far about who you are in relationship to who we are. You are powerful creators, and life is supposed to be fun for you. And if it isn't, then there's a little tweaking to do. Yeah? We are eager to talk with you about anything that matters to you. We'll be talking about vibration. We'll be talking about law of attraction. We'll talk about momentum and trajectory. We'll talk about creating your own reality deliberately. We'll talk about anything that you want to talk about in the context of these eternal laws that, when you begin flowing with them from a knowledge base, will turn your life into the magnificent, fulfilled, satisfying, abundant experience that it is supposed to be. What do you want to talk about? Some things. We're very happy you have come. We're very happy that you're going to have such a wonderful day today.